What is going on, guys? Stardust-One World from Stardust-One Reviews here, back with another best and worst ranking. And this ranking I'm here is going to be on all 9 of the episodes of Life is Strange. 5 episodes of the original game, along with the 3 episodes of Old Storm, with the farewell episode put in there. I'm ranking all of them from worst to best. And this would be a fun, interesting ranking for me to do. So I've been thinking a lot about Life is Strange lately. I ran $1 or work a day. One day, I think with also Adventures kind of spirit this week, which I still haven't played as I'm doing this video. I figured, why not do this? So I hope you enjoy me ranking all 9 of the episodes of Life is Strange, and the 3 episodes for Storm along with the bonus 4 episodes, and the 5 episodes of Life is Strange. And lastly, there will be some spoilers. I'm not as to about why these episodes are ranked. I might talk about some major spoilers with these episodes, so just warning, spoil it. If you want to know what happened, but I'm sure most of you don't want to, but in case you do want to know, there'll be spoilers, just let you know. Anyways, let's get on to the ranking, shall we? At the bottom of the list, at number 9, we got Episode 2, Brave New World, from Before the Storm. Now, there really isn't an episode on this list that I honestly do not like. I actually really do like I love all these episodes. This is the one of the stories that I really just do like. Episode 2 was definitely an interesting episode. Especially with Chloe getting expelled. Her relationship with Rachel and Anne were kind of growing. You'll learn a lot more about Rachel and his family here, especially find out that her mom actually really isn't her mom. And that was also an interesting surprise, an interesting thing that happened there. There's a lot more Rachel characters, get a lot of fun and great moments on Rachel and Chloe. I think one of the brightest moments at the bottom of this list, probably because the play moment. This is also one of the problems I had in my review of Full Storm. Is that while I really like the play moments, that's just in reality it just feels kind of really, there's no way it's happened. It just kind of bugged me. Just a few moments like this kind of bugged me, and that with Jordan and Victoria, they couldn't just done something else or whatever. And there are also a few moments of dialogue here that was whatever, I guess. But I still think this is a really good episode. Just those moments kind of always bugged me, honestly, but it's still a good episode. That's why it's in the moments list. At number 8, we got the first episode of Before the Storm, Awake. Now, I think it's actually a great episode. I think this was a great start to this game, and the game really does do a really interesting job of really making interesting more on Chloe and her family and what she's been through, relationship with Joyce and David, and how relationship with Rachel and start her relationship with Rachel and Amber, especially with that train, that moment in the train, which that was one of the best things involved in this game. So the conversations that you had Rachel on the train as they were skipping school, that they were getting in trouble in that episode too, but the train moment was still pretty funny, even though it kind of leads to some pretty tense moments when they're having fun and Rachel ends up seeing this guy with someone else and then a mom, which was what led to what happened in the end of episode 2. And then Rachel gets furious, and then Chloe gets upset, and then she ends up breaking a lot of stuff in the junkyard, which that was one of the best moments in this entire game period. And then you see the conversation with Rachel getting upset and all that stuff. That stuff definitely was pretty interesting. And then my only problem with is, I'm sorry, there's a couple questionable dialogue here and there, and a couple odd moments. I was like, really? But not, I think episode 1 was still a great start to this game. There was definitely a lot of intriguing things about Chloe, and a lot of interesting moments that happened that I still really enjoyed and liked. So definitely not amazing, but still pretty great. At number 7, we got episode 3, Hell is Empty from Before the Storm. Now, this is definitely the most tense and the most emotional of all of them. Definitely a great conclusion to this game. Just, there's a lot of things that happen, especially when you learn more about by Rachel's actual mom, and you can see why her father wanted to keep her out of her life, which, again, it's very understandable. It doesn't really make his dad kind of look like a bad person by him being there. Kind of act like it. But it's very interesting, on why his dad wanted to keep her, and Rachel does want to meet her, but he's kind of against it. And then you meet up with Frank trying to, then Damon, and then Damon, who's one of Frank's buddies, you kind of end up encountering or seeing at some point in episode 2. And then he and Frank have a fight, and Rachel ends up getting injured in the hospital, which kind of sounds like, damn. And then you're basically trying to find Sarah,
Send all that information by.
and then you're trying to find stuff on where Sarah is, and then you end up finding it. And then Elliot, the character that, like I said, my original view wasn't really a huge fan of. Forget what, kind of acts kind of weird. Like it's a very odd character transition that I can't explain my view of Storm. And it just kind of came out of place and out of nowhere. But other than that odd moment, it's pretty interesting when you find Rachel and all that stuff. You're trying to help her, and then you make a decision on whether or not you should tell Rachel everything or keep it the truth, which honestly has a huge impact, but it's still pretty interesting on whether or not I should tell Rachel or not. So all the reasons why this episode is still a damn great episode, probably the best of the main episodes of Before the Storm. In the episodes that I honestly just love so much, and I don't really have any problems with. But coming number 6, we got the first episode of Life is Strange. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that name, so I apologize. But the first episode of the original Life is Strange. It just was an excellent start to this game. As the game really does explore a lot of these characters that you're going to get to know of and going to talk to throughout the entirety of the game. Again, you learn a lot more interesting things about Katie Bay. You do get to know a lot more going on. You learn some stuff about Matt, what you get to play as Max. Then you end up being with Chloe. Chloe after kind of a brawl in nature. It just depends on whether or not you're going to tell them about something crazy that happens. And then about him trying to shoot Chloe and all that. Anyway, you end up getting reunited with Chloe, and then all that you're trying to fix her camera, and then she finds out they saved her life, and then you make a decision whether or not you should, as Chloe was smoking weed, and David trying to ask if it was hers, and then whether or not you should side with Chloe or not, or just not do anything at all with your hand in the closet. It's definitely pretty interesting. Interesting that you have this talk with Chloe, and then you talk about her powers, and some crazy stuff happened. This episode really keeps you intrigued and really keeps you invested and interested on what is going to happen next in this game. This game is definitely, like I said, it's a great start to this amazing game and an amazing journey as well. Now we get to top 5, and number 5 we got the farewell episode from Before the Storm. Because like I said, my original view of the farewell episode is probably the best one in this game. Even though it was more of a bonus episode, wasn't included actually when it originally came out, but this is still an amazing episode. This episode basically is run on time, but basically you have the truth went on to tell Chloe that Max is moving to Seattle. This is one time that Max ends up leaving Chloe, which you have a long ass adventure and journey with her, which it's honestly sweet, fun, entertaining, yet kind of sad, emotional times, just knowing that Max is going to end up leaving Chloe. Max is going to leave Chloe, which makes it even a little more sad, honestly. Honestly, I like to prove that just how much Max and Chloe really meant to each other. Really fell for each other, which is not sad, especially, and it's equally sad when, in the end, when you can really, Chloe finds out news about William's death, which, when you see Chloe's reaction to it, it's heartbreaking in its own right. And this is pretty much how her life pretty much went the way it was, and that's even more heartbreaking when you think about it. What's way more heartbreaking is when Max ends up leaving soon after the funeral. Yeah, Max ended up leaving soon after the funeral to Seattle, and here's what happens in the end. It depends on whether or not you actually do tell Chloe about going to Seattle, and when you do tell Chloe about moving to Seattle or not. Either way, it's still heartbreaking seeing Chloe's reaction to it, which is, damn, it's a very sweet adventure. It has a very sweet moment with an ending that really is emotional. Definitely maybe the most emotional out of any episode in Before the Storm. Just, damn. And to be honest, ranking these 4 episodes were honestly kind of difficult. Because I truly adore this game, and all these episodes have a lot of amazing moments, a lot of amazing things about them, so it was pretty difficult ranking all these 4 episodes. So bear with me on this. But coming number 4, we got episode 4, Dark Room. Definitely one of the more interesting episodes of this game. And basically you end up kind of in an alternate reality involving some moment that happens in the episode 3, which I will explain when I talk about episode 3. As we would basically close down the accident, and when it's alive, Chloe is the one that's suffering. Which is kind of heartbreaking when you're the one that actually put it in this reality. At the end, you're kind of trying to wonder what you're thinking and all that stuff. You're having a sweet moment with Chloe, and then a lot of sweet moments with Chloe, and then you make the decision whether or not you should kill her or not. You actually should kill her or not. Even though you could end up going back and all that stuff, the moment's still really emotional, heartbreaking nonetheless. Then you have this interesting moment with Frank. It could end with either you actually killing Frank, injuring him, or it could end just smoothly. Just be careful what you say. Be careful with Chloe. Make sure you tell Chloe that. Be sure not Chloe that she should wash her mouth. And then you end up going to this bar, and we end up trying to learn more stuff about Rachel. You find these folders involving some new students. Some students, one being Rachel, and it's a photo about her actually dying, about her being dead, and then you find her body buried. And Chloe's reaction to this is pretty much says it all. Her reaction to this pretty much says it all. Pretty much says it all. And then you end up going to this Vortex Club party. We are trying to find Nathan. We made trying to find Toria, so because Toria's gonna be next target, and depending on how you act towards Victoria throughout the game, it depends on whether or not she actually would believe you or not, or it depends on whether or not you should warn her or not. and we try to find Nathan and kill him. Chloe getting killed. And I'm not thinking it's Nathan killing him, then it ended up being Mr. Jefferson. It's like, what? Did not see that coming. And then finally the next episode, Mr. Jefferson's pretty much a psychopath. Yeah. It's definitely one of the most dark episodes of this game, which is saying a lot, and that's definitely why it's number 4. And of course, even though it's number 4, it was still an incredible episode, and it's still filled with a lot of emotion. At number 3, we got episode 2, Out of Time. Definitely an all-around amazing episode. Just truly amazing. Truly amazing, and you really learn a lot of interesting stuff about certain characters and certain moments and all that stuff. It's definitely a little more subtle than most episodes, but a little more slower than most episodes, but still an all-around amazing episode. Basically, you're trying to console Kane, trying to comfort her, and she's basically going through a lot involved in survival video and all that stuff. There's a link in the bathroom. I suggest you definitely erase that. Never do that. In this game, basically, try to be nice to her, try to be sweet to her, especially following a certain scene that happens later on in the game that I'll talk about in a little bit. If she just end up calling at some point, you better answer it. That's all I'm gonna say. Then you end up being Chloe the diner and all that stuff, and he's basically trying to show off your powers to her and trying to make him believe you. Her reactions were honestly priceless. I pledge allegiance to Max and the power for which he stands. I just love that line. And then you go to the junkyard, we also add some fun with the powers as well, adding some blast with it, which is definitely pretty fun. Then you have me and Frank. They kind of cast Rachel's bracelet. Then you message whether or not you should actually shoot or not. Shoot or not. You should, even know, kind of blank and all that stuff. And then you end up trying to save Chloe from a train. You do say Chloe a lot around this game. Sometimes this game you try to find what you should do with the situation, which actually is kind of tense moment actually, even though you're sure about a swab though, but still. And then of course you get the suicide scene where basically Kay's pretty much had enough where people make fun of her and all that stuff, and then she tries to commit suicide, and then you try to stop her with your rewind powers. You end up stopping time for a pig and making it up to the roof where you cannot stop your powers. With your rewind pretty much, we can't rewind the mode, which leads to a very tense mode where you try to stop Kay committing suicide. Because if you don't, there's something permanent. You can't just rewind it back and all that stuff. It's permanent. And I was honestly scared as hell, honestly, when this first happened, when I first played the game. Well, he was able to say the right things. And all this is one thing. Pay attention to what Kate says. Pay attention to a lot of her stuff. Because you're going to need in this moment. Because whether she's wise or not does have an impact on the game. That moment's why this moment is at top 3 on this list. At number 2, we got Polarized, episode 5, Polarized. And the ending to this game and what ending it was. And what is you basically kidnapped and tortured by Jefferson. Again, it's pretty much a psychopath. That's the best way to say it. He's very much a psychopath. Then again, going back time to the first day it all began, where you end up entering the photo contests, that Jefferson's been telling you to enter. And then you end up going to end up winning the contest, and then Chloe ends up alive, which everything could be great. And she finds out Taneo is still hanging on Key Bay. Then you end up trying to go back again, and then you end up going back to the torture room and all that. Then Dave ends up saving you, and then you end up trying to find more because that picture you took in episode 4, which will actually does some useful at least. And interested by people, and going back in the day, we tried to convince Chloe to not go there, which definitely leads to some very heartfelt moments. And then to save her in the Matt Cafe, and she goes for this weird time loop, which is definitely an odd, weird, but kind of interesting thing that happens around this game. Around that moment when you try to really have this stealth moment, then you can find this. Then you go back to one memories, one Chloe Max, then get a conversation with another Max, which kind of like rates you for all the stuff you've done for this game. And then you meet with the heartbreaking decision of whether or not you sacrifice Chloe or sacrifice Kira. Even though this one decision is kind of obvious, it's still heartbreaking because Chloe's character you do connect with, you do care for. Like I said, she's my favorite character on this game, so it's also might sacrifice her. It's heartbreaking in its own right. This is one of the few moments in this game that definitely made me cry while playing it. Like especially if you do something like even when you survive Chloe with Key and Bay, I end up trying to make both decisions. Both decisions are still heartbreaking as hell. Like, wow. And getting emotional thinking about it. But this is enough why this moment is very high on this list. I know some people were really huge on the ending, and it's probably why it's called Polarized, because the ending was kind of polarized. Kind of polarizing. But the ending I thought really worked, and what did she make can lead to some heartbreaking moments as well, just damn. Now we get to what is my favorite episode from Life is Strange, and that is episode 3, Chaos Theory. This to me is the best episode of Life is Strange. Why? Because not only a lot more soul than most episodes, but a lot more impactful and just a little surprising, especially what happens in the end. I mean, that's the beginning again where you're trying to sneak into school, into Blackwell, trying to find some more stuff on Rachel and all that. So now you also get this pool scene where you have a lot of fun with Chloe, which is actually a very fun scene, and a lot of conversations that you can have with Chloe. Like the chemistry between Mac and Chloe is truly on point in this game, and This game and this episode really proves the chemistry these two have and how these two really are meant to each other. And then you end up escaping from it, you end up waking up in the room, and then you make a decision where you should kiss Chloe because he double dares you. Like, that is just so fun. And after kissing her, it's honestly kind of funny, honestly, when she says, "Damn, you're not grown next." Doesn't matter how born is, doesn't chance he's into hard on girl action. Like, that is just so funny. After that, it's just so funny. And then you end up wearing Rachel's clothes, and then you find stuff on David, which has photos of Rachel, Amber, and Kate Marsh, and Kate. Well, and then you make the situation where you should start with Chloe, just like David, which either way does have impact with the story. When I do start with Chloe or with David. With David, then you try and find this amazing moments. Well, basically, try to steal Frank's keys, but when you actually get to steal his keys or we went back, you end up trying to talk to Nathan, and then you try to talk to this cop. The conversation you have to steal is honestly pretty hilarious and kind of fun, actually. And when you try to steal Frank's keys, it's also pretty hilarious. And then you go to Frank's trailer where you learn more interesting stuff about him, and then you find out that Rachel and Frank were pretty much more than friends, and they kind of banged each other. And I just think Chloe didn't say, well, this is one of the moments where we definitely do understand where Chloe is coming from, how she's acting. Acting like she is pretty upset and angry, but you definitely understand why. When you consider that one of her friends ended up kind of betraying her, and kind of playing back to them. Because, like, a lot of people in life, and that's definitely one of the best things with the relatability in this game. This game is always feeling like people always backstabbing you and always betraying you, and I felt that in my life. But it's kind of a subtle, it's kind of subtle relatability in the last stuff, which is something I really do truly appreciate in this game. But then the most moments in this game is when you find that you actually go back in time through photos somehow, and then you go back 5 years later, the moment where William's dad walked out the door, and that's how he got into the car accident and just died. And then basically trying to make sure that William doesn't go out the door, and when you do, you're in this alternate reality where it's a lot different. Then we get to the film that honestly I remember being so surprised at this game where William is alive and Chloe is, but Chloe's now in a wheelchair. She's not the one that got into accidents. Like, I remember I was so surprised, but like, and the thing I was going to finish this episode, then I was going to finish the next one tomorrow. But after this moment, I ended up playing the next episode because I really wanted to know what's going to happen next. That was how amazing and surprising it was. I really want to know what's going to happen after this, so I ended up playing episode 4 next. After that. That's how surprising it was. And all those reasons is why episode 3 Chaos Theory is probably the best episode of Life is Strange and the best moments I've probably ever seen in a freaking video game, period. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my ranking video of all 9 episodes of Life is Strange. Now, if you did manage to play Life is Strange and Hold the Storm, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Let me know how would you rank all 9 episodes of Life is Strange if you have played the games. Let me know in the comments down below. And if you have played the Awesome Adventures Captain Spirit already, let me know what you thought of the game. Also, again, I haven't played it at least as I'm doing this video, but when I do finish playing, I will have it reviewed after you guys. And stay tuned on different more other videos. I have a couple of top 10 lists I'll be doing. Doing one more MCU related top 10 list, and I also have another Life is Strange top 10 list, and I also did finish 2 TSM 3 YouTube videos, so that will be very soon as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all my social media links. All links down below. I am Stardust-oneworldreviews from Stardust-oneworldreviews. I will see you next time. And stay cool, buddy. Peace.